No, the voiceover wasn't working properly, which is never a happy thing to hear. A chaotic evil that kills because it says that is nature's way to kill all, and the merely wish for the children to be eaten to retain their eternal value. They do good, but they do evil. It's difficult place. Let's just say we dealt with them. We let them have the children, because those kids were a bit crackers anyway. I can't reconcile my decision. It was one evil or the other. And I guess we chose one evil. Doesn't make us feel any better for it. Maybe the goal is it's not about whether you make a decision that's right or wrong, it's whether you know it's the wrong decision and you accept the guilt of that decision and not try to shirk responsibility.
Use some hair of the hound. Got any vodka?
Anyway, let's go find and talk to the
What do you come to me with?
you know the answer to all these.
Got news of your wife.
Blowing hell, why'd you not say so forthwith? Where is she? Why have you not returned with her?
She's in Crookback Bog. Got food, a place to live, and keeps herself busy. Didn't look like she had the slightest desire to leave.
You were to bring her back, not report on the conditions she lives under.
I was supposed to find her, and I did. That was our deal, nothing more.
You still think me rotten to the core. A base bastard, don't you? You believe I alone am at fault for what happened here?
Yes. Well, he is.
Doesn't matter what I believe.
Yet, looking at you, I see contempt. Can't speak for the world you witches inhabit, but in ours, nothing is ever black and white.
Probably gonna say you're not the only one to blame. All right then, I'm willing to hear your side of the story.
I forgot, I don't know how to take the wolf mask off. I'm Zorro.
With Annie, it was love at first sight. A spear tore through my shoulder at the Battle of Anchor. She tended to my wound. Once I'd recovered, I asked her to marry me. She wept with joy. Soon after, Tamara was born. And after that, they sent me to Sidaris. A warlord had risen against King Ethan, and Foltest sent help. It was one battle to the next, one conflict after another. It was a life of war. I was seldom home, and I found comfort in drink. Grew so fond of hooch, I couldn't part with it when I did get home.
That was the mistake. So your fault after all.
All right. What then?
I went from front to front, battle to battle, collecting soldiers' coin, while Anna sat alone with the babe for months. Later, I learned she'd not been so alone after all. For nearly 3 years, she'd found comfort in the arms of one Evan, a childhood friend, a dog's bunghole. Understand, damn it? One tussle in the hay I'd have waved aside, put it out of my mind. But the woman cuckolded me for years, without a whisker of concern for me, for my love.
Wow, 3
How'd
year
you find
affair.
out?
Shit.
Came home one day and Anna was gone. The things too. Found a letter. She wrote that she didn't love me. That she'd left me for that knob licker and taken Tamara with her. Felt like I'd been rammed in the arse by a horse. I went to find the bugger, to get the girls back, bring them home. Yet soon as I saw him, some shit-eating twat and fed his carcass to the dogs.
Oof.
Imagine Anna wasn't exactly pleased.
Ha! Bloody understatement if I've ever heard one. She flew into a fit, hysteria, threw herself at me, kicking and clawing. Finally grabbed a knife. It would have been the end of me if I'd not leapt aside. It was the first time I hit her. I had to calm her. Felt I had no other means. Things changed. They would never be the same. Anna tried to take her own life, and mine, several times. She would prod me, goad me, taunt me, in the hope I would hit her again, perhaps. She'd scream that I'd robbed her a life of love, that I'd destroyed the idea for her, and so might as well kill her. How many times I apologized. How many armfuls of blooms and gifts I brought. She cared not a bit. 2 years of her anger had turned to indifference, broken at times by her bouts of hysteria and my bouts of drunkenness. Cannot fathom how we survived those years, but we did. Though as ye know now, not everything was as it might have seemed.
Feel for the daughter.
You're right. Faults on both sides, yours and hers.
I'm content that you finally see that. Very well then. If you won't bring Anna home, you might at least tell me how she landed in that blasted swamp.
Your wife is with the crones, as their servant.
What the fuck do you mean? What crones?
Ones who live in Crookback Bog.
I've heard folk speak of them, and thought it naught but tales to scare the children with.
Oh,
How on earth did she land there?
Maybe we should get to the pact later.
They fled by night. They were riding past the forest when a beast serving the crones attacked them and abducted Anna.
A beast? Bloody hell. And Tamara? Was she hurt?
No.
Oh, thank the gods for that. So, Annie? What happened to her?
The creature carried her deep into Crookback Bog. Didn't harm her, though. In fact, Anna seems content there.
Content? What is this tripe, Witcher? What in bloody blazes is she doing in that swamp?
One question to another.
She made a pact with the crones and... well, I think she might have lost her mind.
A pact? What the bloody hell?
She was with child, a child she didn't want to bear. Went to the crones for help. They promised to rid her of the problem in exchange for a year of her service. And they kept their word, in their own twisted way.
What do you mean?
Anna must have thought the child inside her would somehow disappear. Instead, the crones sapped her of strength, and ultimately forced her body to miscarry. I think that's when she started to lose her mind. Then they placed magic tethers on her, tethers that cause great pain when tested. A guarantee she'll pay off her debt.
A pact with witches? Bloody nightmare, sounds like some jest. We must get her out. We can't leave her there.
I wouldn't recommend venturing in the swamp.
Venturing into the swamp, even with armed men, is just a bad idea. It's a dangerous place inherently, and I think those crones are a greater threat than anyone realizes.
I'll not sit on my arse waiting for them to return her. Would you wait? Count on their mercy if they had your daughter?
No.
Probably not, but I'm a witcher.
And I'm a husband and a father who's fucked up his life and the lives of his loved ones. I'll gather my men, go there and retrieve Anna.
Let's get the witches.
We had a deal. I've done my part. Your turn to do yours.
A word once given. Now what did I last
Basilisk. It had just attacked you.
Ah, right. Gargantuan. One solid brute. It landed. I thought we breathed our last.
Watch out!
If I don't survive this, you're to take whatever you want from the fortress.
You'll survive!
Let's show this bastard what we're worth.
Oh. Good point. We have a crossbow. You gonna down this thing or what? How are we getting it down? Oh, it's been down. Yeah. Things take some abuse. Oh, we ain't got magic yet. I think it's missed it so far. Yeah, won that battle. Oh, he slapped me outside the eye. Where? So he gets kidnapped.
Damn it! I can't leave him like that.
Yes, yeah. I guess we gotta go save him. How the heck are we getting up there? These look conveniently. Yeah. What's going on, mate? Yeah, you get it with that brick. Nice. Did that all in high heels, guys. Where the hell are we?
You have everything?
Yes, thank you.
What you did for me, I shall never forget it.
I certainly hope not. It's brought me no small trouble.
Meaning?
I must flee. Wraiths pursue me. The Wild Hunt. I was foolish to use the power. They're sure to have caught my scent.
The Wild Hunt? Pursuing you?
I'll endanger all of you by remaining here. You must tell the people to bar their doors and windows. And no one is to wander the night.
And you? Where do you think you're going?
Now, I ride for Novigrad. And then, who knows where.
Alright. We've obviously dealt with the Novigrad stuff a bit more.
She mounted and rode off. It grew awfully empty without her.
Redanian armies blocked the Pontar crossing, yet you sent Ciri to Novigrad.
She was looking for a sorceress, and all of them are in Novigrad. Besides, I didn't leave her at the Redanians' mercy. I gave her a letter of safe conduct.
Where'd you get these letters?
Haven't always led this pack of jesters. Served in the Temerian army once.
Got the paper
Redanians guard the
stockpile.
crossing.
True, but with a bit of fame and a friend here and there, well, banners and heraldry don't mean so much.
Classic.
So there's a chance Ciri's still in Novigrad. Thanks for helping her.
It's nothing. Now you've learned what you wanted to know, you must be in a hurry. But, if you could,
Yeah.
Spit it out.
I want to go get Anna. Free her, bring her back. I don't believe she's there willingly.
Must have not heard me. Any journey into the swamp is suicide.
I heard you, which is why I could use your aid. I've no more tales of Ciri to offer you, but go with me and I'll be generous with what I do have. Very generous.
Fine.
Extra coin never hurt.
Ha! True indeed. I'll round up my men and ride to Downwarren. You can join us there.
Fine. Sounds good.
Oh, shit. The heck is that? Hey, son. Daughter.
There you are! Escaped again. Sorry, we was never here.
What was that?
You tell me. Man or monster? My men call him Uma and say he's a beast. But he seems a man to me. Just hideous as Ardle's shit.
Where'd you get the name?
Uma. Strange name.
Aye, strange. But he gave us no other.
You mean he can talk?
Hardly. It was like this. I asked what they called him. He sat there, not saying a thing, trying to stick a toe up his nose. So I grabbed his hand, looked him in the eyes, and asked, "What's your name?" Gave me this damn foolish look and stammered, "Oh, Uma?" And it stuck.
Doesn't look like a monster, but my medallion's trembling. Strange. Where'd you find him?
Funny story, actually. I won him in a game of cards.
Everyone, this is like the bloke who won the troll from a camel merchant. You can win anything these days in the game of cards.
Must have been pretty desperate to play for that.
Ah, quit your carping, smart-ass. Someone wagered him, and we played. If anyone was desperate, it was the bugger's former master.
Funny story. How so?
I went to Novigrad once, to rest, indulge in the city's pleasures. Stayed at a tavern, and some folk there were playing. Robbed the whoresons blind. One fellow, a merchant, took it especially hard. He'd gambled away everything he'd brought from Skellige. Wanted terribly to play another hand, so I agreed. Asked him what he had to wager, and he showed me that sideshow. Not much in it for me, but fuck it, I thought. I'll give the man a chance to win something back. Luck was not with him, and Uma wound up here at Crow's Perch. End of story.
Hilarious. Real side splitter.
Oh, you wouldn't know a good tale from a runny fart.
Proper baron now. Even got a jester.
Aye, though I feel something's not right with him.
How so?
Well, he seems more beast than man. But there's wisdom, cunning in the bastard's eyes. Or maybe I'm imagining it. Ever run into anything like
A
it?
bit like a
No,
godling.
but he doesn't look dangerous.
I guess that's that. Doesn't eat much, so as long as he's no trouble, the boys might as well have some diversion.
Time I was on my way. So long.
Farewell. I hope you find your daughter.
Yeah, what's with that little guy? Or girl?
I'll
Guy?
prove a good father to her.
I want to check on that Uma. He seems a bit odd. There's got to be a side quest, right? Ah.
Could use some hair of the hound. What have you got?
Turn to Crookback. Where's that Uma thing gone though? Email.
Flake!
Oh, we'll look it up while we're having like, while we're going on it. Thought that was the guy underneath the bridge, but it's not.
Faster.
I swear he just said, he was saying, oh, human.
Run, Roach.
Yes, I do wonder the significance of it. Yeah, and then let's finish this job. I think the witch hunters eventually turn up here as well. And so we're back. Still, let's get her back. Oh shit. Run into some problems already.
Why the devil are there witch hunters here to start with? They didn't ride from Novigrad to hang two blob tits, did they?
I don't know, my lord.
They say where they were headed?
Geralt! Good, you've arrived. Can't draw any meaning from this rabble's bawling. Perhaps they talk some sense after a few lashes. Well, spit it out. Where'd they go?
To the village in the swamp, my lord. Lass rode with him, asking after her mother, Constant.
Lass? We must go there at once, Geralt.
There are so many gifts for Uma.
Agreed.
I'll gather my men.
Alright, let's take off this ridiculous mask. I don't want to be a wolf guy anymore. There we go. That was a quest item.
To cross on those cursed crows to hunt down. Ploughing swamp. Pox-ridden air promotes brain rot in the peasants. Crowns, fuck me. What will these hayseeds think of next?
The crones exist. You'll know that soon enough.
Right. More likely some mad old wenches making mincemeat of peasant minds. Likely Anna agreed to stay with them, care for them out of the kindness of her heart. Good as gold, baby.
guy's a bit crackers. You should at least take us seriously. I mean, we've been down here. We kill dragons and shit. He's seen the magic that our semi-daughter had used. And he's just like, oh, crones, yeah. Killed this old lady. People chatting shit. Alright, we're gonna need this. Waste of time that loot. It's always good to take the scenic route when you've got an armed force.
You wait!
I'm surprised they're making a dent. These guys usually, like, you know, silver's their problem.
We shouldn't have come here. Got no business traipsing about. Managed the one time, but who the hell knows what you'll find deeper in?
That fair talking? Through you? Brawny bird?
Who? Me? Fear? Not on your lord. All right, boys, let's move on. At pace. Show these horrors who's in charge.
I think the Baron, he's just, you know, he's either half drunk or he's completely sober, but going, right, I'll get my wife back. Fuck all this bulk. And then obviously your daughter's rolling with the witch hunters, and they're a bit crackers to begin with. They're just like, ha, we don't give a shit about monsters. Look at this. Oh yes, you want one of these? In blue. Bye bye, old witch. Woman there. Good fight. Off with their head.
Hell, what the? Where's a horror like that?
Oh, this one's out. Out for the count. 2 of the soldiers are down. I can't bother to save them. Forget that. 2 men lost to the waste. Maybe we should have burned them. Oh, there's a fight going on over there. You taking on drowners? Easy.
Witcher, why are you here?
Tell you later.
Main problem is drowners.
We'll deal with the witches.
Witcher, change your
All
mind.
right.
How much did my father pay you?
Don't think you have anything to fear. Brought your new friends with you.
I have no fear, for the eternal fire protects me.
Yeah, bullshit it does.
Won't need to protect you from me.
Tamara, dear.
Fuck you, right?
Stay away from me. I've come for Mother. Unlike you, I'll not see her rot in this swamp.
Why the hell do you think I'm here? To take her home?
Oh, you'll do no such thing. You'll not lay a finger on her. Never. I'll not let you.
You've a right to be cross. I was not the best husband, the best father, I know. But I've changed. Ask anyone. Geralt, come, tell her.
Oh shit. Drinks less.
Your father, he wants to find his wife, your mother. Really.
He pay you much to be his yes man.
Verily I say unto you that ire and vehemence can lead to naught but one's downfall.
Who the bloody hell is this?
And who are you to ask so crudely?
This is my commander.
And that should be of no concern to a drunken swine.
Tamara, you stand with their kind now. Perhaps you'd have them torture and hang your own father.
You're not my father. And I care not a bit what befalls you.
I I remind you we've a matter to resolve here. Witcher, will you help us?
Wouldn't be here if I wasn't willing.
I've lost 5 men and have little notion of what else to expect in this cursed place.
No time to lose. Crones could return any minute.
Ha! How do you know they're not here already?
'Cause we're still alive.
Search the village!
The Raven's gone to tell him. No, he might get fucked. At least the witch hunters take it a bit more seriously.
Don't.
Notice in the tapestry.
Over here!
Oi! Get back, stinky head. Gingerbread loaf, freshly baked and hot.
Mother.
There. Clean as a whistle. Fresh as a daisy. Go on. Whip me. I made it too little. I nibbled it, but just to see if it's firm. But it's fresh. So take pity.
Oh, Mother.
Take pity. But I pleaded. I begged.
Mother. It's me. Do you recognize me? What's happened to her?
I said I'd do it all. Give it here. I'll scrub it again. Scrub it clean.
Mother!
Oh shit, better get moving. Grab the
Something's
wilderness
coming.
though.
Get ready.
I say get ready to get your swords out, that's what we mean.
Wolves?
Oh mate, they ain't wolves.
Didn't sound like wolves.
From that on.
Because it wasn't. Get ready.
We dealing with the crone already?
Kill me. Kill you. Kill all.
Drowners. What are drowners anyway? You must have something to do with them. Okay, so they're not beasts. Not cursed ones. They're not Drakengins, not elementals, they're not hybrids. They're necros, okay. I'm gonna need this poison. Necro. Let's go with people do not take these witches seriously. I think they've only messed with like normal witches. They've never seen the old ones.
Spoil our feast.
Oh, take it with me. Shit, fiend! Oh, it's not a high level fiend. It's deadly.
Spoil our feast.
What was that?
Looked a fiend to me.
Weak one.
Crones have sensed us. They know we're close. Sent the beast for Anna.
Those damned witches! When will it end? Look what they've done to her. Are they not satisfied? Enough! I'm taking her away.
She's my wife. She'll return home with me. You're welcome to come with us if you wish.
Don't touch her. We leave this cursed place now.
She's sick, weakened. Where would you take her in this state? Oxenfurt? It would mean her death.
I know how to care for my mother.
She's not a rag doll to be ripped from hand to hand. Let her decide.
Bye. Bye for dinner. Goodbye.
Yeah, I don't
She's
think she can
incapable
decide.
of deciding anything just now.
A dark spell. It must be. Help her, Witcher. I beg you.
I don't know if I can.
Before we do anything, we've got to get her out of here. Crones know we've come for her. Might send another monster, something worse than a fiend.
I'll not go anywhere until you tell me you can help her. Break the spell.
This is no dark spell, I'm afraid.
Well, what is it then?
She's been through a lot. Lost a child, was carried off by a fiend, lived in the Crone's village taking care of children who are now gone. It's left its mark, as it would on anyone.
So it's hopeless. You can't help her. She's to be like this.
I'm sorry.
I know a hermit. A very wise man with a gift for healing.
I know the guy.
Met him some time past. Lives in the Blue Mountains. I shall take her there.
Oh yeah, I know the bloke he's talking about. That's in Skilligad.
Might be worth a shot.
I shall go with you.
That's impossible, sadly.
Why?
You have duties. Duties deriving from your commitment to the Church of the Eternal Fire. Once we finish our work in Velen, we return to Oxenfurt.
You said you'd save my mother.
And I kept my word. Your father can care for her now.
He care? You know him. You know what he did to her.
He swears to be a changed man. And in his eyes I see true sorrow. Remorse for his sins. He will care for her. And you've a new life and new duties. To the Eternal Fire.
Oh, to be fair, this
Fear
bloke's
not.
alright.
All will be well. I will not touch drink. I will find the hermit. And once she is herself again, we will find you.
Swear it.
You have my word, child.
Now I need to get the treasure from this place.
Witchers were made to kill monsters. It doesn't matter who posted the notice. The coin has to be right. That's all. Witchers don't debate. Their conscience plays no part. They just get on with it, then pick up the coin pouch tossed at their feet and set off on their way. Folk don't expect witchers to save them from themselves.
But sometimes we do.
Thank you, Witcher. Despite all.
May the Eternal Fire guide and protect you.
Farewell.
I hope they don't take it too personally that we burned down Menge's
You were
place.
right to let your father take.
I'm not so sure.
We could do nothing more. How could the Witcher, if she can be helped? Only a learned sage will know how.
Perhaps you're right.
Can't talk to these guys anyway.
Give me a moment. I must gather my thoughts myself.
Yeah, you gather your thoughts, we're just going to gather our treasure. Well, it's not like the dead needs it. Oh man, they're dead. And that's from the fiend. Where do we need to go next? Nah, I'm doing that shit. Said before, we're going to be doing this west. I need secondaries, by the way. Eye for an eye is not a secondary we want to do. Do now, never, I think. Let's deal with this now, anyway. Press the quest. Hmm. Umo will become important later in the game. Yeah, and then... Oh, actually, let's sell off all those books. This ain't a bookstore, is it? I've had a long hard think, and I don't think I need those books. Or notes. That we stockpiled. Why do people still run at the sight of us? We haven't done anything. We've not killed anyone yet. We're at the wrong place. We've got to go higher. I also think we went up the wrong stairs. There she is.
Think I know how to free Dandelion. Got a plan, but we need Dudu. Gotta find him.
This plan? What is it?
Our Doppler friend will assume Menga's form. Order Dandelion moved to Oxenfurt. We can grab him on the way.
Brilliant. But how do you aim to find Dudu?
You're his friend. Any idea where he might be hiding?
With the Doppler, the question's never where, but as whom? In the past, facing trouble, he'd disappear, then reappear on the morrow with someone else. But this time he hasn't returned.
Known Dudu long?
I know this might sound strange, but I can't be sure. It seems he'd been circling me for some time in very... I failed to notice him at first. Then he decided to shoot the moon, assume Dandelion's form.
What tipped you off? How do you know it wasn't Dandelion? Dudu not much of a singer.
No. He simply spoke about something other than himself.
We need to convince Dudu to reveal himself. Any friends we could leave a message with, someone he trusts?
Dandelion? Irina Reynard's troop, that's all really. Not certain he was friendly with anyone else. Spent dawn till dusk with the troop, on stage or in the crowd.
So he liked going to the mummings?
Yes, I'm actually surprised he didn't come to us after it all happened. He certainly could have counted on the Foxen's help.
So if these mummers are ready to help...
We need only mention Dudu. Irina and company are deeply indebted to him.
Dudu and the mummers, how they...
That was my doing. Some opening night. Maxim lay comatose in his wardrobe, drunk as an otter. I thought of Dudu. Hard to imagine a better actor than a Doppler.
And Dudu revealed himself to them just like that?
I didn't think it wise to tell anyone. But Dudu and Irina took to each other completely and right away. He fell so hopelessly in love with the theatre.
That he started performing with you?
Yeah. Now Irina feels terribly guilty. They let him put himself in danger. She can't forgive herself.
Maybe we could use a play. You know, work a message to Dudu into something. Lure him out of hiding that way.
Not a bad idea, but I doubt a few lines would suffice. Besides, do you really think Dudu whiles away his days attending mummings he knows by heart?
So what do you suggest?
We must write an entire new play. From scratch. Something grand. Something that will grab Dudu's attention. So most importantly, it must have a splendid title.
Please say we're picking one and not just have to come up with it.
If you wish, we can start on it right away.
I can write a play.
Not sure I'm cut out to write a play. Maybe you're better off doing this on your own.
It's sure to go quicker if you help me. You'll see, we'll have a...
All right. Guess we can start writing the play.
Any ideas for the plot?
Actually, I was hoping...
The key is to convince Dudu that he can rely on you, and that we wish to free Dandelion. The message must be clear, though naturally woven into the play's dramaturgical essence, meaning we need an appropriate dramatic structure. Following along?
More or less.
More or less.
That'll do. Now to find the proper expressive form for our content. A gripping, contemporary story, that would be best. Perhaps about the condottieri of Povis. I know. Lorenzo Molla. A tale of a handsome but ruthless bandit and the Doppler who manages to fool him. But now the Doppler must hide, and can only count on the help of his friend, who's a witcher, who in turn is prepared to do anything to save his no, better, his beloved. What do you think?
Sounds great.
Really think so? Lorenzo Molla. Yeah. Or perhaps not. Wait, I've got it! We shall stage a story of the Urchin of Erlenwald. Secret lovers, their betrothal, a curse, a cruel queen, bells sounding midnight.
But...
At which point he reveals his face. He's a monster, there to steal Princess Pavetta. They want him dead, but at that instant a witcher steps in. And everything ends splendidly. So it's settled, yeah? You wish to say something?
What is that?
Will I get a say in any of this, or have you decided everything already?
Why are you cross? It's the nature of the creative process. We toss around ideas and choose the best ones.
Meaning
Cross
yours.
has nothing.
Well, you must admit I'm better acquainted with the theatre. Naturally, you'll play a part in shaping this play. Contribute to the work as a whole. Dandelion will explain how it works later.
We need a good title. Venture to say that's more important than the story itself.
I've some ideas. Perhaps you can choose.
Gonna consider my opinion this time?
Of course. We're partners in this. I'm just in charge. I've two really good ones. The Doppler's Salvation and A Changeling Rescued or the Witch's Triumph. Which do you prefer?
Let's go with the Doppler's Salvation. It's shorter, catchier. Just one problem. No Dopplers in that story. Just a princess and a cursed urchin.
Nothing simpler. We need merely swap the Doppler in for the urchin. The message, that's what's important. A witcher arrives and saves the Doppler. Got it?
Alright. So it's a comedy.
I was thinking more along dramatic lines. But if you prefer something lighter... Listen, merely decide and I'll get to work.
Nah, fuck it, drama.
You're right. A drama'd be better.
Very well. I must get to work. While you must pick a corner. Sit down, read silently, or just think. All right?
Fine, since you don't need help with the writing.
Geralt, wait. A rhyme for Witcher?
Did Itcher?
Itcher.
Just keep quiet.
I thought it would be Snitcher.
Done. I could make a small masterpiece of this had I a bit more time, but...
We're fresh out of that. The hidden message to Dudu. What did you weave in?
Hidden message?
You were gonna work something in, like come to the Kingfisher at dawn, or...
That wouldn't be in keeping with the tone of the play, not at all.
You wrote it to contact Dudu. That was the purpose. Fine. So how do you see this working?
I don't know. I was counting on recognizing him by his scar. Or just improvising. Shall we worry about that later? First, you must take the script to Madame Irina. Sure you know where to find her? The troupe performs in the butcher's yard off the main square.
I think I've run
Join
through
us
the area.
later. See ya.
Hate dealing with these people.
You
No sense of culture. The true art form. The hell?
Lay me there with a barrel of beer and a cup.
Here's the place.
Where you going?
This where Madame Irina's troupe performs?
Yeah, but you can only enter with a ticket. There's no performance now. Mamas are just rehearsed. So,
No performance. Said so yourself.
You can still get a ticket. Or need a ticket.
Yeah, one.
Here. Just stay out of sight, eh? Awful bashful, these mummers in rehearsal.
Getting there any other time for it. This is probably the woman.
Madam Marina, can we talk?
Geralt of Rivia. Dandelions told us so much about you.
Oh god,
Is he
more
with
change
you?
shit.
No, but I hope to bring him back soon. Here to talk about Dudu.
Let's speak in my quarters at the back of the theatre. We'll be undisturbed there.
What's with her trousers?
How can I help? We've not seen Dandelion or Dudu recently.
Dandelion's in trouble.
That much I guessed, though I am curious how serious it is. Did he seduce a powerful man's wife and go into hiding? Or did he write an offensive couplet about the priests of the eternal fire?
No, I've done that.
Lots. I'm gonna try to help him. Gotta contact Dudu first.
But he's disappeared as well.
Have a plan to lure him out of hiding, but I need your help. Can I count on you?
Naturally, but what can we possibly do?
I want to stage a play. Something that'll really draw the crowds.
I see. And you hope it'll get Dudu's attention as well, draw him here. So it must be an entirely new play? And who will write it?
Priscilla, actually. She's done writing it. Tells the story of a witcher who rescues a Doppler from certain death.
Sounds interesting. I'll gladly have a glance. But first we must think about getting the word out and organizing some protection. Ushers. Would you mind tending to these matters?
Think we need ushers? A play about Dopplers could be controversial, but are ushers absolutely necessary?
Can't be sure if you've attended many performances, but Novigrad crowds can be particularly difficult.
Rotten apples,
Rambunctious.
tomatoes, eggs, that sort of thing?
Nah, just getting out of
Axes,
corrupt. Fucking
butchers'
hell.
knives, and bricks, actually.
Jesus.
Alright, know anyone appropriate?
Try the dogs, perhaps. You're bound to find some men willing to do any work for a few crowns.
How can I help you spread the word about the premiere?
Well, we'd like all the city to hear about it, so we must clearly talk to the Puffins.
Who are the Puffins?
Street artists. Get them to announce the premiere, and even the muscles on the harbour piling will hear about it.
Where'll I find them?
They did occupy some rooms in the Bits in a townhouse, but I can't be sure they're still there. I've not seen them in the streets lately. They may very well have hung up their body hose.
See if I can find them, and if they'll work for us.
Don't worry, they'll work for us.
Thanks for helping. I'll come back once I've found some ushers.
See you then.
Recruit the jugglers from the performing group called Puffins.
Hey, watch it.
Which way is who? So that's the ushers, where the Puffins must be up. Right, let's go get them Puffins then. Oh, here's the old blacksmith. We'll sell him some armour.
Need some.
What do you have?
Nah, don't give me shit for this money. Peasants' money. Nah, he was giving us nothing.
So long.
Oops, something's happened to the sound again.
The thing thinking customer will see right away I've got the best deals this side of the pond.
Here I thought.
Here we are, once again. Looking for the puffin.
Guardsmen outside Triss's house. Not good.
Deal that in a moment, deal that in a moment.
You like when I cut off his first. Very honest after 10 seconds. The ginger big guys behind the witchcraft.
Nice tune. Damn sad, though.
Then it successfully conveys my mood. What do you seek here?
Oh, she's a bit hot.
Looking for the puffins. Have I found them?
We've no coin. Leave us be.
Think there's been a mistake.
Sorry. Thought our landlord had hired another thug to collect from us.
Another thug? Flattered. Thanks.
Forgive us. You look threatening, and we've had our share of trouble lately.
Nisa's on edge these days. We all are.
Don't want any coin from you. In fact, I'm willing to pay you, provided you agree to get the word out about Madame Irina's new play.
Oh, afraid that's impossible. Ever since we premiered our fateful ballad about Holy Hemelfart, who his faith ignores, gorges himself, diddles old whores, Fatso's gang has been harassing us incessantly.
Fatso's gang?
Common thugs, in the church's pay. City's full of gangs like that now.
They threatened Nisa. Said they round off her pointy ears with a carving knife.
Fuck
They
me.
don't let us perform. Chase away spectators, destroy our instruments. Lately they've taken to lurking outside our home. We're at wit's end, no clue what to do.
They harm any of you?
No, not yet. But it's merely a question of time.
Nisa overheard talking about setting fire to something.
All right. Say I get Fatso and his boys to leave you alone. Will you publicize Irina's play then?
Hey mate, we know the
Of
4
course,
biggest gangs. Well,
but
3 now.
You shan't find it easy. There's no talking to that lot.
I'm not a great talker anyway.
Let's go deal with Fatso's. Guess it's over here now. There's our concern.
to say it again.
I didn't say nothing.
So you're the ones.
Oi, Fatso, look what we got here. Is it just me, or you got cat eyes?
Right, he does. Stray cat must have fucked his mum.
Now, what you doing in the city of eternal fire, cat shit?
Leave the puffins alone.
Worms that he salted,